Good morning, class of 2021, and welcome to your commencement ceremony. To our Oregon Tech graduating class, honored keynote speaker Dr. Carol Dahl, trustees, faculty, staff, families, and friends, good morning to you. I am Nagi Naganathan, president of Oregon Tech, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to this event. Let me start by saying how I wish we could all be together in person to celebrate the accomplishments of our students, but it's not meant to be yet again. At the outset, all of us at Oregon Tech want to extend our heartfelt thanks to the families and friends of the class of 2021. Thank you for all you have done to help these students reach the finishing line of their degree programs and the starting gate of their professional future. To our soon-to-be minted graduates, how I wish I could personally hand you your hard-earned diplomas. While the pandemic is still keeping us physically apart in the virtual state, it should in no way diminish the celebration of your ability to persevere and your steadfast commitment to your academic programs culminating in this occasion today. Part of demonstrating that perseverance was your willingness to change, adapting to the changed modality of learning as well as changed modalities in daily living. Change is difficult, but change is part of life. Whether it be the pandemic, a divided society, or a more normal transition from your academic career into your professional career, the world around us changes on a regular basis. But change is not always something that is imposed on us. In our personal and professional lives, it is important that we ask ourselves how we can change instead of always expecting others to change. There will also be moments when we should be asking ourselves how we can be a catalyst for change. Now, why should we ask ourselves these questions? Our willingness to change and to be a partner of change and for change will accelerate achievement of our plans and dreams. There is a close relationship between change and achievement as we go into the future. Robert Kennedy spoke about this eloquently in 1962 in the context of a great future for our nation. But I believe his words apply even today to each and every individual. Mr. Kennedy said, I quote, "We cannot stand idly by and expect our dreams to come true under their own power. The future is not a gift, it is an achievement. Every generation helps to make its own future. This is the essential challenge to the present," end quote. And your future will be based on how far you are willing to go to address the inevitable change while negotiating the opportunities and challenges ahead. In your professions, how will you approach a changing healthcare environment and new diseases, energy resources and delivery methods, and population and urbanization, rising sea levels and water shortages, cybercrime and cybersecurity, the list goes on and on. Change is going to be ever present all around us. Being an agent of and for change is about transformation and our commitment to disruptive innovation in dealing with it. Innovation and change have always been the core of science, technology, business, industry, and society. It is not just a necessary or an obvious thing. It is not just something of the last decades or even centuries. It is an inevitable part of our lives and the lives of future generations, so please be prepared and be willing to be an agent for change and of change. The world around us is changing fast and more rapidly than ever before. Existing concepts and vested interests are under continuous pressure to adapt to the new. But when we incur these, when we deal with them, possible reactions and responses include ignore, reject, adopt, or adapt. It is at this time you can either choose between blocking change or commit to giving guidance and demonstrating leadership. The future of our telecom sector, the energy sector, the business sector, the automotive and healthcare sectors will rely on your ambitious and agile response to change. As you leave Oregon Tech with your diplomas, please be open to these new challenges, ideas, and opportunities. And that's why you, our graduates, are so important for the future of our nation and our world. You have limitless potential as the world changes. And if you are going to change as a society, if you are going to change our culture from one of divisiveness to one of acceptance, you will play an important role with the decisions you make. If you are going to solve old problems, we will need new thinking and new ideas, and you are the individuals who are capable of igniting that change. You can take those big, ambitious steps forward, and as you do, while it is tempting, do not choose to lean back into a comfort zone of the past glory. It is time to embrace change right now and commit to being part of the solution. You acquired your skills and competencies here at Oregon Tech, and we know you will accomplish great things. Congratulations, Oregon Tech graduates, on your achievements thus far and what is yet to come. It is now my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Jessica Gomez, who is chair of Oregon Tech's Board of Trustees. Ms. Gomez has provided wisdom and guidance to Oregon Tech as a trustee for 7 years, and now providing leadership to the board as chair. Ms. Gomez has provided the same entrepreneurial leadership as the founder, president, and chief executive officer of Rogue Valley Micro Devices. Ms. Gomez began her technical career at Standard Microsystems and later joined Integrated Micro Machines, Inc. in California. While there, she developed a love for entrepreneurship and soon fulfilled it when she relocated to Medford, Oregon, and founded Rogue Valley Micro Devices, Inc. Chair Gomez is a leader in the business community in Medford and Southern Oregon and cares about the education and economic conditions statewide. She is also a member of the Oregon Business Council, a group of 40 business leaders from around the state focused on public policy issues. She is a winner of many leadership awards. Most recently, Portland Business Journal recognized her as among the women of influence in 2021. Thank you, Chair Gomez, for all that you do for the state of Oregon and for Oregon Tech, and for being here today to honor our distinguished graduates. Please join me in welcoming Chair Jessica Gomez.
Thank you for joining us today virtually for the Oregon Institute of Technology's 73rd commencement ceremony. Dr. Naganathan, distinguished honorees, members of the faculty, graduates, families, and friends, I am pleased to bring you greetings from the Oregon Tech Board of Trustees. It is an honor to celebrate this commencement with you today, the class of 2021. As an Oregon Tech graduate, you have many advantages. During your time here, it is likely you have already practiced your profession. We hope that this experience has left you feeling prepared for the opportunities and challenges you will face while building your career. You have now a valuable set of skills, the understanding of how effective teams work, the respect for others that you work with, the ability to recognize their strengths as well as your own. We hope that you will take these lessons with you into your new workplace and do great things now and into the future. As we continue to navigate the challenges of a constantly changing world, I extend my heartfelt thanks for your perseverance and for your resilience. You are here today because you remained dedicated to achieving your goals, because you prioritized your education, and because you understood how important that education would be to your future success. Your graduation is a time to celebrate your tremendous accomplishments. It is also a time to acknowledge those around you who have helped you get here. Your family, your friends, your mentors, and supporters. There have been many people cheering you on, and we will continue to do so as you become alumni of Oregon Tech. In the upcoming years, you will be faced with many decisions that will help to shape you into the leaders you will become. Will you be humble enough to admit that you are not always right and maybe not have all the answers? Will you be curious enough to seek those answers? Will you do your part to help the world become a better, more compassionate and understanding place, no matter how little you may feel your impact might be? I hope that you do, because I can guarantee that your impact is greater than you think, especially to those who are around you. Every generation has at least one defining moment. And I would have to say that for you graduating today, there are at least three. September 11, 2001, the financial meltdown of 2008, the COVID-19 pandemic, and many other defining moments that are personal to each one of us. Our hope for you is that you have and will continue to emerge from each one of these challenges wiser and more resilient. Yours just might be the wisest, most resilient generation yet. Challenging times are often the ones that you remember most, and your decisions during these times help to define who you are. You have shown by your time here at Oregon Tech that you have a desire to learn and gain additional perspective. As you journey into the future, I urge you to pay careful attention to the world and the people around you. There are many great and exciting opportunities that await you, and as an Oregon Tech graduate, you are in the perfect position to make the most of those opportunities. On behalf of the Oregon Tech Board of Trustees, congratulations. We can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you, Chair Gomez, for those kind remarks. It is now my pleasure to introduce this year's commencement speaker, the Executive Director of the Lemelson Foundation, Dr. Carol Dahl. Dr. Carol Dahl leads the Lemelson Foundation's work to use the power of invention to improve lives. In Oregon, the foundation works to enhance the invention and innovation ecosystem through support to invention education programs reaching students in K through 12 through higher education, as well as the innovation pathway for emerging entrepreneurs. Before joining the foundation, Dr. Dahl was the founding director of the Global Health Discovery Program at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and led development of the Grand Challenges in Global Health and Grand Challenges in Explorations Programs, Innovations Programs, which have been replicated in countries around the world. Previously, Dr. Dahl worked at the U.S. National Institutes of Health, at the National Cancer Institute, and National Center for Human Genome Research, at a startup diagnostics company, and on the faculty of University of Pittsburgh. She has advised and supported programs across government agencies, including the Department of Commerce Advanced Technology Program, DARPA, NASA, and Department of Energy. She received a bachelor's degree from the University of Iowa and master's and doctoral degrees from the University of Wisconsin. Dr. Dahl currently is chair of the Nomination Evaluation Committee for the National Medal of Technology and Innovation, commissioner on the National Commission on Innovation and Competitiveness Frontiers of the Council on Competitiveness, a member of the Oregon Futures Commission, chair of the Program Advisory Committee for Grand Challenges Canada, and a member of the advisory board for the Fogarty International Center at the National Institutes of Health. And today, I'm truly honored to introduce her as the commencement speaker for the class of 2021. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Carol
It is a real honor to be here today, and I want to thank President Naganathan for inviting me to share in this wonderful event. All of you who are graduating today are entering an exciting next phase of your life. This year was incredibly hard, and you deserve tremendous credit for adapting and persevering during a global pandemic. I'm sure it wasn't easy, but you did it, and you should feel very proud. Congratulations. As you graduate today, you enter a new phase in which your personal decisions will determine what you can and will achieve with your life and career. I stand here, decades ahead of you on the career trajectory, and encourage you to consider the opportunity you have in front of you and to set your goals high. Find that opportunity where you can align your personal intellectual passion with your own values and use that to shape your career path going forward. President Naganathan was kind enough to tell you a bit about my career and some of the programs I've been able to build that have ended up having huge impact. I'm lucky to have had such a wonderful career journey. Mine is the story of how a series of small choices snowballed into big impact. I must say I had no idea when I was in your shoes at the time I graduated with my bachelor's degree that this is where my life would take me. I thought I would choose a profession and stay in the same job for most of my life, but willingness to take some risk and a desire to follow where I felt my intellectual passion and values led opened doors and options I didn't know I could have. Today, I would like to share 3 things for you to consider as you move forward, to journey beyond the virtual walls of OIT and to the next phase of your life. The first is to seize the opportunities that come with change. The second is to never stop learning. And the third is to let your values and intellectual passion be your guide. I grew up in a modest-sized city in northern Illinois, the daughter of immigrant parents. My parents were deeply influenced by their own youth, growing up in a poor country, surviving the harsh realities of Nazi occupation in World War II, and coming to the U.S. with little in their pockets and not much more than the promise of an opportunity a U.S. education could offer for them with the hope of building a good life for their family. I credit them for always prioritizing education, hard work, and a commitment to helping others, which influenced me in shaping my own values and career trajectory. I had always loved science and nature, and most of the members of my family were in healthcare delivery, dentists, nurses, and doctors, so I assumed that is where I'd end up. But in my undergraduate years at the University of Iowa, I realized my love for science could take me down a different path. I became aware of the opportunity to work in a research lab, and so I approached the professor who taught my favorite class, developmental biology, and began to work in his lab. That was one small choice that changed my trajectory. I loved the lab, and I decided I wanted to go on, get my PhD, and become an academic scientist. So I graduated with my bachelor's degree in zoology in 1977, and then got my PhD at the University of Wisconsin-Madison in 1982, with my life plan in place to become a professor and academic. Now, the world was certainly different back when I received my degree. For example, the first home computer became available. It cost the equivalent of $10,000 today and had only 5 megabytes of memory, which is less than most PowerPoint presentations. Apple became a company and launched the first Apple II computers, and one of its defining features was that it could display color. Atari launched the first home video game system. I wrote my thesis on a typewriter, literally hundreds of pages typed. Nobody had word processors. Information was only available through hard copy books and journals. There was no internet. Things sure have changed. This leads me to my first point. You should be prepared for and embrace change. The pace of change, particularly in technologies, is only accelerating. With change comes disruption, but also opportunity. It is your choice if you want to be part of the opportunity that comes with that change. Let me share an example from my life. In 1977, Frederick Sanger and his colleagues introduced what is now called Sanger sequencing, an additive process for determining the composition of DNA. That same year, they completed the first DNA genome sequence, a bacterial virus with a genome of about 5,000 bases. By 1986, when I finished my postdocs and joined the University of Pittsburgh faculty, the value of understanding the sequence of genes and genomes was clear, and a new audacious project was starting to take shape, the Human Genome Project. The idea was that sequencing could be scaled by brute force or automation and we could make a single copy of the human genome, a template for scientists to learn from about disease, aging, development, and more. It was a daunting goal to sequence and learn from 3 billion bases of human DNA when we had only sequenced the genome of a virus. It was the scientific moonshot of our time. I was captivated by the possibilities. I knew it would change the way we did research, so I decided to forego the plan I had made for my life to be an academic researcher and take the risk and seize the opportunity to join this project. In 1990, I applied for a job I saw in the back of the journal Science and then moved to the National Institutes of Health to become a program officer working to shape directions for the science and technology needed to complete the Human Genome Project. That wasn't without risk. I didn't really know what my job would entail, but I knew the project was important. My scientific colleagues were shocked I would leave the bench in the lab. Academia was considered the gold standard. I wasn't sure I could ever return to academia or any other sort of laboratory job. How could I give up on the path I had set for myself, academic science? I took the risk and seized the opportunity. In that role, I learned that I loved to take part in shaping programs that would support the next wave of discovery and technologies. I got to learn from the brightest researchers across the country and help them create the breakthroughs that we are now benefiting from today. It set the stage for the rest of my career. And knowing I was a little part of the impact of the Human Genome Project, which has led to the discovery of drugs, vaccines, diagnostics, and the basis of various diseases, is hugely gratifying. The technology we funded has laid the foundation for the biomedical research and medical advances of today, even things like getting vaccines for the current coronavirus pandemic. What I want to drive home for you is that change is the one constant you can anticipate. The job you think you're going to today will look dramatically different in 5, 10, or 20 years, whether because of knowledge we create or new technologies like automation and AI that will drive it. But with that change, if you lean into it, will be opportunities to grow and transform yourself, to learn more about what drives you, to increase your opportunity to make change in the world, and to have a more rewarding career. Be prepared and seize those opportunities. One thing about change is that we must continue to learn as the world around us changes. So my second point is that continuous learning will be required, and it will never stop. I actually feel like I'm more painfully aware of what I don't know and need to learn today than I was even when I was younger. You leave OIT well prepared with the tools for lifelong learning. Now is not the time to say, I've learned what I need to know, but the time for you to say, I'm well prepared to continue to learn as the world around me changes. What is important to know is that to be an effective learner requires humility and a willingness to listen. In 2003, I found myself on the verge of another pivotal life choice. I had left the National Institutes of Health to work at a startup diagnostics company so I could learn how to see ideas become products with impact on people's lives. I was then approached to take a position at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to build their Grand Challenges in Global Health program, a $450 million program to find solutions to major challenges in health. I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, have heard of the Gates Foundation at this point, but at that time they were really under the radar and just getting off the ground with their global health programs. Based on my work at the NIH and with the diagnostics company discovering and supporting breakthrough technologies, the Gates Foundation wanted me to bring cutting-edge technology to solving the health problems in the poorest countries in the world. I knew a lot about biomedical and health technology, innovation, and how to stimulate it, but I knew nothing about the diseases that afflicted those in low and middle-income countries. It was a big leap for me, but I thought that something extraordinary could happen with the resources and commitment of Bill and Melinda Gates. So I accepted the offer and moved to Seattle from Washington, D.C. with my family to build the Grand Challenges in Global Health programs. As I entered this new role with experts all around me who knew so much more about the diseases we were battling, which included malaria, tuberculosis, HIV, and childhood malnutrition, I was humbled. And to be honest, the greatest learning came not from the experts who were my peers, but from those individuals I was fortunate to meet in the countries where we worked, whose lives were directly touched by these diseases. They ranged from in-country experts like physicians and scientists to uneducated and illiterate women who were faced with unbearably hard choices for their families. I could not possibly have done my job without their generosity and their sharing of their experiences. There is learning to be had everywhere and from everyone if you take the time to truly listen. And that learning is what will make you better at what you do. And importantly, sharing that learning will bring value to others around you. I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity to build programs that have influenced science and technology across the globe. I've learned that I can play an important role in supporting positive change for others who have not been lucky enough to be born into the circumstances I had, with a supportive family that had a stable income, in a country where women increasingly have a chance to realize their full potential. Which brings me to my last point. You have the power to make what you want from your career and your life. Take the time to reflect now and along your career journey on what meaning you want your life to have. Think of where you might be when you find yourself at the other end of your career, at my age, and what you would say about what you did with your life and career that was meaningful. Then let that guide you. And by that, I don't mean the precise career path. As I told you, my career was filled with opportunities that led to twists and turns I could not have imagined. But reflect on the times we're in, the current challenges of our times. Reflect on the skills you have learned here in health, arts, and sciences at OIT, and reflect on the values you bring from your family, from your culture, and from within. How do you want to contribute to the world? And why is that so important? Because when you're doing something that you are passionate about, because it aligns with your values, your interests, and makes positive change, it is transformational and invigorating. What you do in your career becomes your passion, and the rewards are great. You will excel, and you will find personal satisfaction. So that was my journey. And where did those choices lead me to today? I'm currently Executive Director of the Lemelson Foundation. We work to inspire and prepare the next generation of inventors, and we help inventors find a path so their great ideas can become products and businesses that improve lives for people both in the U.S. and Africa and India. I cannot tell you how satisfying it is to know our support can help a student who may have thought their options were limited, but then find a path to higher education and inventing a new product and ultimately launching and scaling their own company. We're seeing that our support helped a business in Africa succeed, and that they are now bringing diagnostics and healthcare triage to the poorest communities who don't currently have access to care. My career started with my love of science and technology, and with those choices I mentioned, to seize opportunity, to continue learning, and to let my passion and values guide me, I've been able to merge that love with my hope to contribute to making this world better for those who have been left behind. I feel very fortunate to have played a small part. The work has been my passion. In closing, let me remind you that you will leave here today equipped with a quality education and the credentials that will position you with the potential to do great things, whether it is helping others, creating new technologies, or tackling big challenges like climate change or racial injustice. Many of you may have come from small cities. You might be first or second generation in the U.S. like me, or you may come from a background you feel will limit your opportunities. Don't believe that. You can play a part. You can write your own story. When I first started as an assistant professor at the University of Pittsburgh at the age of 30, the chair of my department asked me, "How do you think a young girl like you can make progress on the project you have chosen?" In a time when most of my faculty peers in medical school were older men, it was clear he didn't think of me as an adult or capable of succeeding because of who I was. Instead of letting him change my perceptions of myself, I proved him wrong. I did succeed. You have the power to do the same. Change will happen, and that will lead to opportunity. Constantly learn so you can take advantage of those opportunities and share it with others. Know what you value and where you have passion, and then use your skills and learn to make what you want from your career and your life. You leave here prepared to make your mark on the world and create a path you will look back on with pride. You all have the potential to do amazing things. We are counting on you to do so. Congratulations.
I would now like to present the awards from the Oregon Tech Foundation for Excellence in Teaching. This student-selected award honors faculty members who have made a difference in the lives of students through outstanding teaching performance and exemplary commitment to student success. This year's recipient from the College of Engineering, Technology and Management is Fong Wen, Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Systems Engineering on the Portland Metro campus. And this year's recipient from the College of Health, Arts and Sciences is Don McDonnell, Professor in the Department of Medical Imaging on the Klamath Falls campus. Please join me in congratulating these two faculty colleagues for their special recognition. I am also pleased to share that two of our faculty members are receiving the prestigious recognition of Emeriti upon their retirement this year. The 2021 Emeritus faculty are Elvira Schechtel, who has served as a member of our faculty for 31 years. She has received the Faculty Achievement Award, Professor of the Year Award, Most Interpretational Teacher Award, Trophy for Best Teacher, and nominated by students for CCT Excellence in Teaching Award every year since its inception. And Barry Canaday, who has served Oregon Tech for 13 years. He helped start the echocardiography program at Oregon Tech in 2009. He also served as program director for 10 years and designed, wrote, and implemented all initial junior year courses. Barry has also organized echocardiography medical camps overseas and actively participated in national and international programs in the area of expertise. Please join me in congratulating our faculty emeriti. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Erin Foley, Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students, who will recognize our student awardees who have achieved special accomplishments during their time at Oregon Tech. Dr. Foley has led our Student Affairs Division for 22 years, mentoring and supporting students to ensure their success. Her many responsibilities at Oregon Tech include student life, housing, the health center, public safety, and athletics. Dr. Foley is a steadfast supporter of Oregon Tech students, and at times when events are happening, she is in the crowd at as many athletic events, school activities, and club events as possible. Dr. Foley's attention is always on our students and their success now and after they leave Oregon Tech as well. Thank you, Dr. Foley, for all you do every day and being a consistent rock of support for our students. Please join me now in welcoming Dr. Erin Foley to recognize the Student Awards of Excellence.
Thank you, President Naganathan. This has always been my favorite time of year, when I get to help celebrate the achievements of Oregon Tech's graduates. It's also a bittersweet time, because I'm saying goodbye to another class of students. I, along with many others, will always remember the class and the incredible challenges of their final year. I'm hopeful that you'll return to campus in the near future so I can congratulate you in person. Thank you for being a part of everything that makes Oregon Tech a very special place, and congratulations. All right, now on to the presentation of the student awards, starting with the university-wide awards for students from any campus location. The Hiram M. Hunt Award recipient this year is Lauren Frost, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Communication Studies. The Most Dedicated Student Service Award this year goes to Walker M. York, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Accounting. The Oregon Tech Pride Award recipient for this year is the 2021 ASCE Steel Bridge Team, a group of 5 students. These students include Grant Bannister, graduating with a Master of Science in Civil Engineering, Michael Hoy, graduating with a Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in Civil Engineering, Kayla DeHoop, graduating with a Bachelor and Master's in Civil Engineering, Ian Pargetter, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, and Evan Worthington, a freshman studying Civil Engineering. The Outstanding Community Service Award goes to Hassan Al-Ramadan, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Dental Hygiene. The Outstanding Non-Traditional Student Award this year goes to Sally Sutton, a junior in the OHSU nursing program. The Outstanding Student Veteran Award goes to 2 students this year. Isaac Gilmore, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering from Klamath Falls, and Alex Golochopov, graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Software Engineering Technology from the Portland Metro campus. The Owen Citizenship Award this year honors Apurva Singh, Bachelor of Science in Biology in December. The Student Achievement Award this year goes to Christian Gomez, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Biology Health Sciences. And this year's Graduate Student Achievement Award goes to Hannah Wolf, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering and Environmental Sciences this year, and then again next year with a Master's in Renewable Energy Engineering. And now for the student awards from the Portland Metro campus in Wilsonville. The Outstanding Academic Achievement Award goes to Matthew Sherlin, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering. The Outstanding Community Service Award goes to Jimmy Pierce, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, anticipated next year. And the Outstanding Student Involvement Award goes to Justin Ringel, Bachelor of Science and Master's of Science in Renewable Energy, anticipated next year. Each year, the Oregon Tech academic departments select one outstanding scholar. These scholars are listed in the Commencement program and on our graduation website, or in the packet that you should have received in the mail. Scholars, while we can't be with you in person today, we recognize your achievements and send you congratulations across the cybersphere. From those outstanding scholars, the President's Senior Cup recipients are chosen. Recipients of the 2021 President's Senior Cup are Walker M. York from the College of Engineering, Technology, and Management, and Christian Gomez from the College of Health, Arts, and Sciences. Congratulations and best wishes to all our student awardees and to all of you graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Foley, and congratulations to all of our student awardees. Today, we have the honor of hearing from 2 of our graduating students who represent the College of Health, Arts, and Sciences. First, I am pleased and proud to introduce Christian Gomez, who is graduating today with a degree in Biology Health Sciences with a chemistry minor. Christian moved to Klamath Falls from Sherwood, Oregon, after graduating from Sherwood High School in 2017 with all of his math requirements and various AP science classes completed. As a pre-med student, Christian focused not only on his academic success, but also on serving other students and his community. Christian was accepted into the Oregon Tech Honors Program in 2018, which fostered his inner curiosity and academic success. Academically, Christian excelled in his classes, only 1 B in 4 years, and was awarded the Outstanding Scholar for his major. Christian is also this year's recipient of the Student Achievement Award and the President's Senior Cup. Christian was a key contributor on a team that worked on neuroscience research involving immunostaining of thin-sectioned rat brains, which was also selected to be presented at the Western Regional Honors Conference in April. Christian served as a teaching assistant for the organic chemistry courses, where he hosted study sessions, tutored, assisted with laboratories, and graded assignments, quizzes, and laboratories. Christian also served as president of the Biology Health Sciences Club this year, and even through the virtual interactions, led the group to make 84 full-size blankets for High Desert Hospice, and they received a Volunteer Excellence Award for that work. Christian and another student spent this year to get a student chapter of Alpha Epsilon Delta, the National Pre-Health Honors Society established at Oregon Tech, which will be the first chapter in Oregon. Christian plans to take some time to apply to medical school with a start date of fall 2022, where he will strive to be a passionate pediatrician and to continue to serve his community. Please join me in welcoming our student speaker, Mr. Christian Gomez.
Thank you, Dr. Nagy, for your kind words and for having me today. Students, faculty, staff, family, and fellow graduates, welcome to Oregon Tech's second ever and hopefully last virtual commencement ceremony. I am so grateful for my time and experience here at OAT, and I'm honored to speak on behalf of our graduating class of 2021. I would like to start off by thanking the amazing faculty, staff, and student body for your incredible efforts to keep our university alive and thriving during the COVID-19 pandemic and Oregon's first university strike. With all of this occurring simultaneously, we still prevailed. If this doesn't scream perseverance, I can't tell you what will. We stand for what we believe in and we fight for what matters to us most, our education. Though it may have felt as if the world was ending before us, overcoming these challenges made us stronger. As we all embark and continue our individual journeys, we are leaving as stronger, smarter, and more capable professionals. And we owe our heartfelt gratitude to the people in our lives that helped make this happen. The professors have made my time here at Oregon Tech truly memorable, and they deserve my thanks. Whether it was Dr. Cernick offering amazing seminars at 7 a.m., or Dr. Usher's infamous woodchuck analogy for enzyme kinetics, or Dr. Lee and her neuroscience prowess, or Dr. Lund's unforgettable organic chemistry puns, and the list goes on. There are so many great professors here at OAT that make this university a remarkable one, and we are beyond thankful to have learned from the best. Most importantly, though, I would like to thank my parents. They are the hardest working people I've ever known, and I would not be here speaking before you all without the support and opportunity my parents have provided me. My parents and the rest of our family surmounted obstacles unimaginable when they immigrated from Mexico. My parents have sacrificed tremendously and worked tirelessly to raise the four of us in an area where we could lead a better life, receive a better education, succeed, and thrive. They believed education was paramount to our success, and they were right. Their hard work and determination has been an inspiration for me, and I could never have found the success I have achieved without the work ethic they taught me and the opportunity they worked so hard to provide. Mom, Dad, thank you. I love you guys. This year, the overarching theme at OAT was one of strength, perseverance, and unity. We all came together with extraordinary determination, poise, and good old-fashioned hard work to find creative solutions and overcome the unprecedented challenges we faced. We employed safety mechanisms throughout campus, continued our work remotely, showed COVID-19 who's boss, and somehow pulled off the school year from hell with resilience, dignity, and grace. It was truly a team effort for which each and every one of us contributed. I hope you are all as proud of yourselves as I am. Thank you, everybody. But the amazing thing is, we didn't stop there. We also continue doing what we do best, that is serving our community, making a difference for those around us, improving and advancing this outstanding institution, and proving to the world what a remarkable university Oregon Tech really is. For example, the OAT Health Science Club spurred up some creativity and determination this year to continue its annual blanket drive, despite the most demanding of circumstances. This year's blanket drive involved a tremendous amount of coordination, special precautions, and extra work to provide 84 blankets in all this year, one for every single high desert hospice patient. And those blankets also helped warm the hearts of the volunteers who made them at a time when they needed it most. Thank you to everybody who participated and made this a reality. Another achievement this year for our college is the establishment of the first National Pre-Professional Health Honor Society, better known as Alpha Epsilon Delta. This new honor society will enhance the prestige of Oregon Tech by providing targeted honors recognition to students of any major who wish to pursue a graduate program in the healthcare fields, like medicine, veterinary medicine, dentistry, and many others. Alpha Epsilon Delta will also provide graduates with greater chances of admission to graduate schools and overall success in the healthcare professions. I know many other students participated toward the betterment of this university as well, and I want to thank everybody for contributing to make OAT a better institution than it was when we first started. Our ability to produce something truly invaluable for our university and community, even amidst the most trying of times, is a testament to the strength, unity, and spirit of Oregon Tech. The passion we all share for our careers and ultimately serving our communities has united us all to come together, stop the spread, study hard, and turn our aspirations into a reality, despite the looming current events. But should we be surprised that Oregon Tech was able to pull this off? Of course not. OIT's focus on team-driven learning allowed us to come together, 6 feet apart of course, and complete our journey here at OIT. This noble accomplishment will grant the courage, confidence, and capability to be exceptional wherever life takes us. So, I encourage you all to put this invaluable skill, as well as everything else Oregon Tech has taught you, to use in your future careers. Be the best healthcare professional that patients know and love. Be the expert in the arts field that inspires day in and day out. Be the scientist that changes the world. As Abraham Lincoln once said, whatever you are, be a good one. You've earned your diploma. Go on and show the world what it means to you and what it means to be an Oregon Tech alumni. Congratulations, graduating seniors of 2021.
Thank you, Christian. Your volunteer work is inspirational, and I wish you the very best as you pursue your career in medicine. Our second graduating student today, who represents the College of Health, Arts, and Sciences, is Josie Page Hannell, who is graduating today with a degree in Population Health Management. Josie is from Lakeview, Oregon, and came to Oregon Tech in 2018 after transferring from Lynn Benton Community College, where she completed prerequisites for a medical imaging technology program. Josie changed her major from MIT and found her passion in the Population Health Management program, where she can give back to healthcare in response to her surviving cancer. Josie's interest in helping others is immediately evident by her smile, which is always present, and her ever-present positive attitude. Josie's campus involvement includes being an active member of Kappa Xi Alpha sorority and participating in many campus and community service events. Josie also served as an officer in the ASOIT student government this year. Josie also held an internship with the Population Health Management Research Center and worked on a suicide prevention program for a primary medical care setting. As a first-generation college student, Josie attributes her success to the support of her parents, grandparents, top advisors, and her faculty members. Josie's perseverance and desire to push through failure to be a stronger student is truly evident in being named the outstanding scholar for her major. Josie's future plans include beginning her career as a patient coordinator for an oncology department, with her sights on a management position eventually, while also fulfilling her dreams to travel the world. Please join me in welcoming our speaker for Oregon Tech's College of Health, Arts, and Sciences, Josie Page Hannell.
Thank you, Dr. Nagy. Good morning, fellow graduates, family, and friends. Fake it till you make it. This quote has been stuck in my head since I heard it from a high school coach. At first I thought, why would I want to fake something to get places in life? Isn't that just cheating myself? Since then, I have experienced so much and learned that faking it could simply mean that you hold yourself to higher standards, you challenge yourself in everything you do, and you show confidence even when you are terrified, such as me giving this speech right now. I am certain some of you know exactly what I'm talking about and can relate. At the young age of 5 years old, I became a cancer survivor. Reflecting on this part of life, I told myself I could beat or accomplish anything I put my mind to. I have always been strong-willed, even at my weakest moments. Hard times usually end up having a benefit that help people grow and understand more about life. I was so dead set on becoming an echo tech since my sophomore year of high school. In 2019, I got into the echo program and ended up phasing because of academic struggles. I was devastated, lost, and overall so frustrated with myself. It took a while, but I was finally able to step away from my feelings and realize that my passion had stemmed from my own hospital experiences. I wanted to become a patient coordinator in an oncology department. I would be able to relate to the patients and have an understanding for their unique needs. This is what led me to changing my major to population health management. This program aligned with my life goals, and I can't wait to see where this career takes me. Some of you have endured challenges, and yet here you are, ready to start your career and make your mark. Being a first-generation student makes this day an even bigger accomplishment for me, but also for the people that have helped me get here. I have had endless support from my professors, academic advisors, and top advisors. They believed in me since I stepped foot on this campus. They have dealt with my obsessive organization, my tears of frustration, and helped open my eyes to all the opportunities they could offer me. I am so grateful I made these connections during my time at Oregon Tech. I can't forget about the people that watched my failures and successes from the sidelines, though. They have been my biggest cheerleaders. My parents. They have hearts of gold. They have supported me in so many ways and kept my motivation going. It humbles me thinking of ways that I could give back to them. I could not even come close to what they have done for me. My grandparents, they have so much faith and love for me. I feel so spoiled to be called their granddaughter. I'm so thankful that they were able to help me make ends meet and shower me with their wise advice. If you're also a first-generation graduate, please be sure to thank those people that have helped you get here today. It is amazing how far you will see yourself go. It is hard to push yourself out of that comfort zone. We have all been there at one point or another. But if you had not, you would not be graduating on this day. There are endless opportunities out there for each and every one of us. Do not hold yourself back. Show that future employer you will be the next asset to their company. We come from Oregon Tech, a university that focuses on commitment to diversity and leadership development. The education we have received has not only prepared us for the workforce, but also taught us what it means to be well-rounded individuals. It is an honor to be celebrating with all the other graduates. Yes, it could have been on a stage, but like I said, fake it till you make it, roll out your own red carpet, and make the best out of every situation. Congratulations to us, the class of 2021.
Thank you, Josie, for your kind remarks. Please know your active involvement in Oregon Tech during your time has made a lasting difference. It is now my pleasure to welcome Provost Joanna Mott to the podium for the presentation of our graduates. Dr. Mott joined Oregon Tech as Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs 2 years ago, and since then has led many important initiatives in support of our academic enterprise and our students, taken on many extra duties, including responsibilities for strategic enrollment management. Before joining Oregon Tech, Dr. Mott served in several roles at different institutions. These included Dean and Professor of Biological Sciences in the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics at California State University, Sacramento, Department Head of Biology at James Madison University in Virginia, and a faculty member and Department Chair of Life Sciences at Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi. Please join me now in welcoming Oregon Tech's Provost, Dr. Joanna Mott, to present our graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Naganathan. While a physically distanced and virtual ceremony is new to all of us, we want to keep the ceremony true to the usual pomp and circumstance. So we invite you to rise as we confer your degree, wherever you are, in the formal part of today's ceremony. Will the graduates for the Oregon Institute of Technology's bachelor's and master's degrees in the College of Health, Arts, and Sciences please rise? Will the faculty please rise? President Naganathan, these students, who comprise the class of 2021, are candidates for the associate's, bachelor's, and master's degrees in their respective fields. Upon completion of their required curriculum, they are recommended by the faculty to receive their degrees.
Thank you, Provost Mott. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the state of Oregon and the trustees of the Oregon Institute of Technology, I do confer upon all of the qualified candidates, including those in absentia, the associate, bachelor's, and master's degrees in the College of Health, Arts, and Sciences for which they have met the requirements. You are charged with the duties and responsibilities of that degree and granted the privileges and prerogatives pertaining thereto. Congratulations, class of 2021. Let's congratulate them together from wherever you are watching from with a loud round of applause. And now, we will begin the recognition ceremony for our graduates. Dr. Dan Peterson, Dean of the College of Health, Arts, and Sciences, along with Dr. Franny House and Ms. Corman Morgan, will now recognize each of the graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Naganathan. We will begin with the Department of Applied Mathematics.
The first degree in the School of Health, Arts, and Science is Bachelor of Science, Applied Mathematics. Alexis Elizabeth Harris, Summa Cum Laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Kira Hess, Magna Cum Laude. Mitchell Gilson, Cum Laude. Mitchell Adam Kilkenny. Andrew D. Mengerhausen. Curtis Michaels, Summa Cum Laude. William James Millard. Joseph Reed. William Timmons. Darren Jean Wright, Cum Laude. Gabriel C. Zeller, Magna Cum Laude.
Dear graduates, congratulations on earning your degrees. We are proud of your accomplishments and look forward to see you succeed in your journeys. A special shout out to all applied math graduates. Mathematician is not usually a job title one can readily find on Indeed.com. But we know whatever your future job title may be, you will excel at it, or Python at it, or MATLAB at it. Anyway, stay in touch and have fun.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We're very proud of you. We look forward to hearing from you and seeing what you do as you move into industry or graduate school. And from one alumnus to our newest, welcome.
Congratulations on your accomplishment, especially in this difficult time. Best of luck in the future, and remember to have some fun along the way.
Congratulations, mathematics graduates. The last year and a half has been difficult for all of us, and especially for the students. I commend all of you for the hard work that you put in during the last several years. I cannot wait to see all the great things that all of you would be doing in the years to follow. Remember, you didn't just learn mathematics, you learned the language of the universe. Now go and use it wisely.
Next, we will recognize the Communication Department.
The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Communication Studies. Rose Adele Anderson. Bowen Sterling Browder. Christian Kavanaugh. Mackenzie C. Driscoll. David M. Fleming Jones, Magna Cum Laude, Lambda Pi Eta. Lauren Meredith Frost, Hiram M. Hunt Award, Lambda Pi Eta. Shelby Loader. Samantha J. McLean, Cum Laude, Lambda Pi Eta. Veronica Dawn Rose Nahar, magna cum laude. Asher Neiman, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Jared Norberg. Logan Nunes, Lambda Pi Eta. David Robert Pratt, cum laude. Josh Toshue. Brennan Thacker, Lambda Pi Eta. Brandon Talbert Wright. Richard Glenn Wright, Lambda Pi Eta. Mackenzie Zupan. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Professional Writing. Roseanne Bautista. Haley Wurst. Michael Allen Yellig, magna cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award.
Hi, I'm Dr. Christopher Cernick. I'm an associate professor in the communication department and the director of the university honors program. I just wanted to say congratulations to all the students graduating this year, class of 2021. You made it. A special thanks to all the communication studies students, professional writing majors, and a big thank you to all of the students graduating from the honors program. I hope you have a great life, everyone. Take care.
Congratulations to the graduating class of 2021, or, as we say in Welsh, Llongfarchiadau. And an extra Llongfarchiadau to my students in professional writing, in communication studies, in the minor in professional writing and technical communication, and all of the other wonderful students I have had the opportunity to work with at Oregon Tech. I'm so proud of you.
Hi, guys. Congratulations on making it to the finish line of this wild academic year. Thanks for being what makes working at Oregon Tech so worthwhile. My graduation wish for you is that you'll learn from what was hard this year, hold on to what was good, and go out into the world now as compassionate, engaged professionals. Congratulations again, class of 2021.
Graduates of the Department of Dental Hygiene will now be recognized.
The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Dental Hygiene. Adrian Accardi, summa cum laude. Jasmine Kululili Kiana Lani Ayat, summa cum laude. Hassan Mohammed Al-Ramadan, Outstanding Community Service Award. Heather Ashley Gray. Laura Ann Balkar. Lisa Balint, summa cum laude. Presley Beck. Lori B. Benitez, cum laude. Taylor Bennett, cum laude. Iris A. Cardenas, magna cum laude. Amy Marie Catan, cum laude. Anna Lamb Coe, magna cum laude. Maria Jessica Corona Quevedo, cum laude.
Laurel Riley Dawson, cum laude.
Sarah Dews. Angelica Espinoza. Lindsay Danielle Flood, cum laude. Hannah Catherine Fowler, cum laude. Allison Lee Freeman, magna cum laude. Rachel Marie Gaisley. Morgan Greeny, cum laude. Margie N. Grether, cum laude. Yulia B. Haley, magna cum laude. April Leanne Hester, summa cum laude. Jamie Diane Hofer, summa cum laude. Skylar Hunt. Jessica Joy Isler, summa cum laude. Kendall Jagodinsky. Bailey Jensen, magna cum laude. Irina Rajneesh Amelia Josie. Jenny Judd, summa cum laude. Haley Koenig, summa cum laude. Anfia Kulikov, summa cum laude. Kelsey Virginia Ann League. Susan M. Lurayan, cum laude. Andre Y. Lungu, magna cum laude. Beatrix McCrae, magna cum laude. Julia Martin. Kate Martinez, magna cum laude.
Candace K. May, cum laude. Jennifer L. McElroy. Valerie Suzanne Miller. Heather Moorhead, cum laude. Gina Mua, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Nadia Otsenev, magna cum laude. Jamie Lynn Parker, magna cum laude. Anne Marie Pulley. Marina Trejo Ramos, cum laude. Janelle Reimers, summa cum laude. Kylie Reinwald, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Gerardo Reynaga Gonzalez. Catherine Reynolds, summa cum laude. Brooke Lee Robinson, cum laude. Matthew Rosenfeld, magna cum laude. Sierra Dawn Shipper. Ruth Rebecca Singh, cum laude. Desiree Diane Sin, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Samantha Ann Sin, summa cum laude. Stephanie Slagle, magna cum laude. Amanda Stein, cum laude. Brian Matthew Tack, cum laude. Perla Y. Tejas Espinoza. Kaylin Noel Trader, magna cum laude. Mai T. Tran, cum laude. Emily Vaschatz. Marianne Virbancourt, cum laude. Rachel Meredith Villegas, cum laude.
Congrats, Dental Hygiene Class of 2021. We are so proud of each one of you and look forward to watching you change the world. We will miss you.
Congratulations, dental hygienists. It has been such a pleasure to watch you all grow over the last 3 years. And you have shown the world how determined and how resilient you really are. You have faced so many challenges in the last year, and we are going to miss you all. But we're also so proud to call you peers, finally. Now go and live your best life, and welcome to the profession. Congratulations.
A big shout out to all you dental hygienists across the country that juggled work, personal life, and school to complete your bachelor's degree with us. What a huge accomplishment. I love being on that journey with you, and I'm going to miss you. Congratulations.
Hey graduates, I want to say congratulations. You've got the world ahead of you and you know you're going to do great. So the financial aid office wishes you well. And just think, no more FAFSAs, no more verifications, no more having to come see us. Good luck.
Hi, I'm Alan Pulaski, President of the Oregon Tech Foundation Board of Directors. I wanted to say congratulations to the class of 2021. May you always have new opportunities come your way, and may you always be successful in life.
Next, we will recognize the graduates from the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences.
The next degree is Master of Science, Applied Behavior Analysis. Kaylee Engelder. Leslie Jean Fitzgerald. Leah Renee Lefevre. Deanna June Plass. The next degree is Master of Science, Marriage and Family Therapy. Kayla Michelle Duke. Alice Elizabeth Kintner. Amanda Jean McHugh.
The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Applied Psychology. Kelsey Aguirre. Erica L. Baker. Elisa Marie Barajas. Carla Barajas. Christina May Bennett, magna cum laude. Robert Allen Blair, Psi Chi. Daniel Blessinger. Vanessa Lee Cham. Hannah Rose Collier, Psi Chi. Cassamber Ivory Collier, summa cum laude. Kristen Cooper. Alondra Saray Cordova. Courtney Crawford. Zachary Davis. Timmy Doris, cum laude. Joey Mitchell Dreesen. Elizabeth Early, cum laude. Erin Eldinery, cum laude. Emily Ann Feldberg, cum laude. Elizabeth Ferrer. Jessica Flesher. Austin Javier Flores. Jarrett T. Foster. Deanna Guerin. Sylvester Hall IV. Kiera Chantal Henderson. Isabella Noel Hernandez. Grayson McCain Hill. Janelle Jepson, magna cum laude. Daniel V. Jones, Jr. Sydney Rochelle Lockery. Rihanna McDaniel. Samantha J. McLean, cum laude, Psi Chi. Stephen Metzig. Laura Ann Morgan. Carson Eric Okonek, cum laude. Bishop R. Osborne, summa cum laude. Joshua Overstreet. Daniel Pantuso.
Kelsey Pershall, Psi Chi. Kaylin Reed. Megan A. Ross, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Emily Caroline Rowlett. Shantina Pearl Rust. Missy R. Say. Ursula Winifred Smith. Sarah Xylena Stewart, cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Helen T. Tran. Angel Valdez, cum laude. Keegan Verdon. Candace L. Weddell Tramp, cum laude. Sarah L. Welsh, Psi Chi. Courtney Denise Werner. Gressa Ann Widner. Jacqueline Judith Zendejas. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Population Health Management. Jordan Ackernack. Morgan Alexander Bates. Kayla Christine Courtney. Josie Heinel, cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Shelby Lee Johnson, cum laude. Christina M. May. Trevor E. Neal, summa cum laude. Bishop R. Osborne, summa cum laude. Amanda Lorraine Thompson. Bianca Maritza Torres.
Hey guys, congratulations, class of 2021. Such a big deal. You guys showed so much maturity and dedication this year. It's really unbelievable. I hope you have some sense of positivity and inspiration to take with you using your mind and your heart. Good job. You guys totally rock. Woohoo!
Hi, graduating Alps minors. I just wanted to say congratulations to all of you for finishing up. I know we haven't had as much direct contact this year during classes or elsewhere for the obvious reasons, but wanted to record a message and say congratulations and best of luck in all your future endeavors.
Congratulations, Sarah and Janelle.
You have accomplished so much.
You've got a great future ahead of you.
I'm so proud to have been your teacher. Best of luck from everybody here at the Big ABA Clinic.
Congratulations, graduates, on finishing out a really strange year, having to overcome a lot of obstacles. Just wishing you the best in your next adventure.
Congratulations, Applied Psych and MSABA graduates.
We are so excited for you, and we are looking forward to learning about everything that you're doing to make a difference, one interaction at a time.
Graduates of the Department of Medical Imaging will now be recognized.
The next degree is Master of Science, Allied Health. Stephanie Gale Bursty. Jeannie Marie Bopp. Brooke Leanne Brennan. Tamara Gann. Chris A. Hauser. Randall Philip Jassa. Christina Langling. Silviana M. Marquez. Kimberly Ann Perlat.
Courtney Nicole Scoggins. Elizabeth Wells. Jacqueline S. Zaldana. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Diagnostic Medical Sonography. Tatiana Aleynikov, magna cum laude. K. Arthur Alfilfel, cum laude, lambda nu. Katie Bell. Lauren Candelaria, cum laude. Kylie Hokulani Chong, lambda nu. Megan Nicole Conduff, cum laude. Taylor Cooley, lambda nu. Kristen De Stefano. Rebecca Ann Diaz, cum laude. Diana Marie Disney. Allison Falconer, cum laude, lambda nu. Crystal Garcia Guzman, cum laude, lambda nu. Taylor Alohilani Brian Garcia Pereira, lambda nu. Caitlin L. Goff. Heather Kiko Kalani Gutierrez, cum laude. Shauna L. Hardin, summa cum laude. Jamie Sue Holter, cum laude. Heidi Renee Horton, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Carrie Ann Lar, cum laude. Lacey Marie Johnson, magna cum laude. Hannah Kirkendall, magna cum laude. Megan Lammers, cum laude. Nicole Marr, cum laude, lambda nu. Pamela Mertens. Yvonne Muriel Murillo, magna cum laude. Tanya Navarro, cum laude, lambda nu. Yin No. Jessica Nin. Genoa Olivares, cum laude. Falguni Patel, magna cum laude. Lisa G. Perry. Elizabeth Helen Price, cum laude, lambda nu. Kelly Reeves, cum laude. Brittany Christina Rodriguez, magna cum laude, lambda nu. Kelsey Dana Smith, cum laude, lambda nu.
Raquel Paula Stenberg, cum laude, lambda nu. Danielle Stinchcombe. Emily Swindell, cum laude, lambda nu. Kaylee Marie Syring, magna cum laude, lambda nu. Alyssa Lynn Trigstad, cum laude. Emily Locke Vuong, cum laude. Rachel Ann Welsh. Cassandra Young, lambda nu. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Echocardiography. Sarah Acosta. Adriana J. Alfaro. Marwa Jamil Al-Noaimi. Lynn Berthiam. Sylvia Dolores Arsu Bush. Rachel Blumenshine, magna cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Abigail Nanette Boozer, magna cum laude. Evan Burgesson, summa cum laude. Alyssa Mariah Calaruda. Christopher R. Calloway. Sue Ellen Carrero, magna cum laude. Carter Dahl. Robert J. Davis, magna cum laude. Karen T. Deal, magna cum laude. Ashley Dlabaja, summa cum laude. Tara Lynn Edwards. Taylor Noel Finn. Jessica C. Gilbert, cum laude. Mackenzie Gould. David Joseph Heron, cum laude, lambda nu. Carrie Lynn Kaliolani Hoke, magna cum laude, lambda nu. Madeline Marika Hoyt, cum laude. Sue Tron Her. Kelsey Elise Jackson. Danielle Justine Jacobellis. Jennifer Sharad Chandra Kalra. Stephen M. Lehman. Christina R. Lausan. Summer S. McNitt. Wendy Miller. Devin Alexis O'Neill, cum laude.
Lillian Pereira. Caitlin Ann Peters, Lambda Nu. Michelle L. Fung, cum laude. Leslie Ann Quant. Gretchen Nicole Rowan, magna cum laude. Jessica Slavitt. Kimberly Jones Taylor. Robinson Tran. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Nuclear Medicine and Molecular Imaging Technology. Carolyn Michelle Baker. Alan Bixby Perry. Brianna Elizabeth Bowman, cum laude, Lambda Nu. Rhiannon E. Corcoran, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award, Lambda Nu. Damian Dom. Elias Stephen Gutierrez. Garrett T. Johnson. Zachary Land, magna cum laude. Savannah Dawn Levengood, cum laude. Morgan Michael Luck, cum laude. Jace O. Nelson. Kayla Scott, magna cum laude. Jamie Toadmeyer, magna cum laude, Lambda Nu. Kirsten Dellen Voke. Brianna Lee Winters. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Radiologic Science. Shane Ashton, summa cum laude, Lambda Nu. Kimberly Bastian, summa cum laude, Lambda Nu. Dallas Michaela Cook, cum laude. Lindley A. Dugan. Nicholas David Engberg. Lana M. Friedrich, cum laude. Brooklyn Marie Gregory. Erica Diane Harden, cum laude. Michael Waming Her. Emily Hillestad, magna cum laude.
Jordan Elizabeth Howell. Haley N. Jenke, cum laude. Davis Clayton Jancy. Lincoln Brian Johnson, cum laude, Lambda Nu. Hannah Rose Knox. Zamira Simone Leeks. Ting Liao, cum laude. Tyler James Marsters. Keely B. Malden. Spencer Mead. Shelby Lynn Morgan, cum laude. Holly Ann Murga, cum laude. Catherine May Murphy, magna cum laude, Lambda Nu. Megan Nakai, Randy Oxentine, Meera Mahesh Patel, cum laude. Holly Jane Phelps, summa cum laude. Delaney Phillips, Gary Robinson, Alicia Rogers, Tashina Rupert, cum laude, lambda nu. Rosa Salgado, cum laude, lambda nu. Haley Bryn Schoenthal, cum laude, lambda nu. Michaela Nicole Schumann, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Matthew Joseph Salidi, Olivia Kaylee Simpson, magna cum laude. Courtney Lee Smith, magna cum laude, lambda nu. Danielle Nicole Spalding, Rochelle Stickroth, Sky Thomas, cum laude. Sarah Jessica Tolton, cum laude. Eloy Torres, T. Tran, cum laude, lambda nu. Cecilia Venegas, Ryan P. Waldall, magna cum laude. Cody Allen Wright, cum laude. Rachel D. Wright, cum laude. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Vascular Technology. Marcus C. Ball, Ryan Allen Barnhart, cum laude.
Kenya Basilio, cum laude, lambda nu. Rebecca M. Brown, lambda nu. Sasha Burton, cum laude, lambda nu. Ashley Kaloya, Stephanie R. Collier, Brittany Crutchfield, Krista Del Rossi, Angela Hamlin, Janae Christiner Herring, Eugene Kaliuli, Emily K. Kirsten Wines, Amy Liu, Addison Maui, Andrew Scott Mellon, Samantha M. Miller, summa cum laude, Kylie Milstead, cum laude, Ricardo Rodriguez, Rachel Rollins, summa cum laude, Jessica Rachel Santana, Greta Schmidt, Anna Scolati, cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Brittany Elisa Scott, Nicholas Samakuler, cum laude, Alexis Sigmund, Melinda Leanne Vicuña, Jessica Woodall, cum laude.
Oh my Clay, congratulations to the class of 2021. You've worked so hard to get to this point, and you should feel so proud of yourself. Represent Oregon Tech well as you soar out into this new journey. Celebrate, enjoy, and relish in this moment because you've earned it. For the Tech Ambassadors and Hawaii Club members that are graduating, I am so proud of you and wish each and every one of you the very best. Each of you hold a very special place in my heart. I hope you enjoyed all the food over the years, and now it's your turn to go out and bless others. Again, congratulations to the class of 2021. Go get them. Malama pono and aloha.
Hey everybody, it's Officer Bowman from Campus Safety. Congratulations on graduation. Sorry we couldn't all hang out together this year for a lovely graduation ceremony, but we're all proud of you here at Oregon Tech, and good luck in your future endeavors.
Congratulations, class of 2021. I'm so proud of you.
Hello graduates, Jim Lake from Facility Services. On behalf of our department, congratulations and job well done. We're so proud of you, and go Owls.
What an unbelievable year. Congratulations on your job well done and graduating from Oregon Tech. We are so excited to see all of you level up and take that next step into your career of choice. This has been an unbelievable year, and all of us here at Educational Partnerships would like to say, what a job well done, graduates of 2021.
Congratulations!
Next, we recognize the graduates of the Department of Natural Sciences.
The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Biology, Health Sciences. Colin J. Beam, summa cum laude, Alpha Epsilon Delta. Ireland Elizabeth Bell, summa cum laude. Riley Bettner, Alpha Epsilon Delta. Spencer T. Bradbrook. Scotty Douglas Berg, cum laude. Hannah Cynthia Carey. Tyven Dixon, cum laude. Jamie Evers, summa cum laude. Philip Fang. Christian Gomez, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award, Alpha Epsilon Delta, President's Senior Cup, Student Achievement Award. Cassidy Gosvener. Matthew Harrington. Sierra Hazlett, cum laude, Alpha Epsilon Delta.
Scott Ikea. Brandon Launius, magna cum laude. Tiange Ma. Amy Nicole Morikawa, magna cum laude. Kira Mull, summa cum laude. Anna Poznanskaya. Sana Ramani, cum laude. Chelsea Reeder, Alpha Epsilon Delta. Claire M. Robert, Alpha Epsilon Delta. Shania Silva, cum laude. Apurva Singh, summa cum laude, Owens Citizenship Award, Alpha Epsilon Delta. Courtney Taylor Kama Lama Lama Onalani Tibian. Joel Terhune. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Environmental Sciences. Christopher Glenn Bailey, summa cum laude. Jessica L. Chosi, cum laude. Marisan Grace Elizabeth. Raymond Leahy. Amanda R. Levy. Daniel Malriot, cum laude, Tau Beta Pi. William R. Natividad. Kelly Aaron O'Malley, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. James Michael Skinner. Hannah Wolf, magna cum laude, Graduate Student Award, Tau Beta Pi.
To the class of 2021, you've completed your degree in one of the most unusual years in recent history. You not only have the knowledge and skills of a college graduate, your experience in adapting, improvising, and overcoming challenges will serve you well in life. Congratulations. Go out and make us proud.
Congratulations!
Graduates of the OHSU School of Nursing will now be recognized.
The next degree is Bachelor of Science Nursing with OHSU. Emily Alexander. Mallory Baxter. Sadie Bocard, Sigma Theta Tau. Miriam Cobian Valadez. Amanda Compston, cum laude, Sigma Theta Tau. Helena de Casas. Chelsea Entrambas Aguas, cum laude. Holly Froelich, magna cum laude, Sigma Theta Tau. Jennifer Goldman. Piedad del Carmen Gonzalez Diaz. Abigail Gray, magna cum laude, Sigma Theta Tau. Brittany Gray.
Jordan Johnson. Corey Judd. Abigail Lee, Sigma Theta Tau. Megan Mangles, cum laude, Sigma Theta Tau. Anna Nguyen. Madison Rice. Megan Ross, magna cum laude, Sigma Theta Tau. Abigail Shaw, cum laude, Sigma Theta Tau. Alexander Turkins. Anna Van Smorenberg, cum laude, Sigma Theta Tau. Madeline Von Flew.
Now we recognize the graduates of the Department of Emergency Medical Services.
The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Emergency Medical Services Management. Jonathan William Starr. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Medical Laboratory Science. Salome A. Baltensberger, cum laude. Kaylin Rose Brandt, magna cum laude. Kathleen Crass, magna cum laude. Quan Nguyen Long Dao, summa cum laude. Trevor Davis, summa cum laude. Bradley Noel Gatmayton de la Fuente, summa cum laude. Cody Early, cum laude. Susanna Mary Gavin, summa cum laude. Austin LeGrand Gibson. Ingrid Hain, summa cum laude. Bailey Henderson. Rochelle Hyman. Beatriz Iniguez Carnes, cum laude. Vidya Lakshmi Jagadisan, summa cum laude. Hunter Johnson, magna cum laude. Taylor Jace Jorgensen. Laura Kelly, summa cum laude. Diem Q T Lee, summa cum laude. Stephen A. Long, summa cum laude. Mason Lowe, cum laude. Victor Liu, magna cum laude. Joshua Macapagal, summa cum laude.
Bryce Madrid, cum laude. Dale Daniel McBride, summa cum laude. Brendan Robert Morrissey, summa cum laude. Isis Dominique Navarro, summa cum laude. Vivian Tong Wen, magna cum laude. Kelsey Nutter. Hadrian Parentela, summa cum laude. Raven F. Parsons. Travis Stewart Powell, cum laude. Lara Vesta Rumley, cum laude. Mariana Elisa Salcido, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Alexander Sherman, magna cum laude. Stephanie Lynn Tate Wong, summa cum laude. Kiar Nyo Tin, magna cum laude. Molly Caroline Wynn, magna cum laude. The next degree is Associate of Applied Science, Emergency Medical Technology, Paramedic. Mackay William Bradley. Noah Roberts Carlson. Alex Cheney. Christy Choma. Jacob Michael Dulson. Caitlin Friesen. Janamjeet Kaur Gill. Haley Kaylin Hargrave. Michael Thomas Honey II. Ethan M. Horman. Evan Frederick Jarvis. Zachary Joe Johnson. Kyle Johnson. Kyle Knutson. Logan Lake. Daniel Marting. Shaylin McLean. Mackenzie Diane Morelli. Wilson Rex Morris. David Olvera Godinez. Stephanie M. Saul. Rebecca Sparks.
Jack Kenneth Sewing. Cody Jacob Wyatt. Kevin Zabetti.
To conclude, we recognize the graduates of the Department of Respiratory Care and Polysomnography.
The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Respiratory Care. Aaron Bell. Aaliyah Berger, cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Berta. Erica Camacho, cum laude. Christy Jean Caranis. Irving Casas, cum laude. Barbara J. Cox, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Ferrer. David Allen Ferret. Nicholas Ray Fox, magna cum laude. Teresa Ann Griffith. Joshua D. Grover. Amanda Lynn Hansman. Phoebe Hendry, cum laude. Bradley J. Hochstetler. Melody A. Hoffman. Hannah Starr Jordan, cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Patsy L. Lackey, summa cum laude. Shelby L. McCoy, magna cum laude. Megan Suzanne McPhee. Kyra Miller. Melanie Christine Miller, summa cum laude. Logan Nausen. Joanna Rashid. Carrie Broderick. Matthew C. Webster. Lauren Mackenzie Williams, cum laude. Ruby Wood. The next degree is Associate of Applied Science, Sleep Health, Polysomnographic Technology option. Brittany Elena DeCarolis. Katie Rose Duggar. Tamara Lynn Ellis. Alyssa Len. Danielle Michael.
Hey, didn't see you there, class of 2021 graduate. Congratulations on making it to the end of the finish line at Oregon Tech. You're going to accomplish so many amazing things in your life. Special shout out to top students. You rock and are amazing. Have a wonderful ceremony. And if you're like me, pick up guitar after you graduate. That's what I did. All right, take care.
Congratulations, Als. Now go conquer the world. Best wishes.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth.
Congrats to the class of 2021 and a shout out to the softball owls, Logan, Mac, and Olivia.
It's a celebration. Come on and celebrate tonight, 'cause everything's gonna be alright. Let's celebrate.
Thank you, Dean Peterson, Dr. House, and Ms. Morgan for recognizing our graduates today. Although you are virtually attending today, I ask that our graduates please rise. Class of 2021, please move your tassels to the left side of your cap, signifying your graduation from the Oregon Institute of Technology. And now, wherever you are and with those you may have gathered with, I invite everyone to please join together in a true spirit of joy and give a loud, proud round of applause for all of our graduates. And now for a special message from Alumni Advisory Board President Ken Vandehey, a 1990 graduate of Electronics Engineering Technology. Since graduating, Ken enjoyed a successful 29-year career with HP, most recently serving as the Chief of Staff for HP's 3D printing organization. He retired from HP in 2019 and is now the Vice President of Sales and Franchise Development for a national food company. Ken joined the Alumni Advisory Board at Oregon Tech in 2016 and is currently serving his second term as president. He is a dedicated fundraiser and friend-raiser and has been a key consultant for all things related to alumni relations. Please join me in welcoming Ken Vandehey.
Greetings, graduates. My name is Ken Vandehey, and I'm honored to address you today as a proud alumnus from the class of 1990 and as president of the Alumni Advisory Board for Oregon Tech. In just a matter of minutes, you will no longer be a student, but instead you will be part of the alumni family, which has over 30,000 members. I encourage you to stay connected with Oregon Tech, since doing so will make the university stronger and benefit you in so many ways as well. You'll be receiving alumni newsletters each month, getting invited to events just for alumni, invited to speak to classes, attend career fairs, and even serve on volunteer boards. Our alumni community helps preserve the excellence of Oregon Tech, and I'm so excited to share in this journey with you. Again, welcome to the Alumni Association, and congratulations.
Congratulations to all of our new alumni. I'd like to take a moment now to recognize all of the important people here today that form your support system of family and friends. Without them, the attainment of a degree would be more difficult. So to those who contribute to that support system, let me say thank you. Parents, grandparents, spouses, partners, thank you for believing in your graduate. Sisters, brothers, children, grandchildren, without you, it may not have been possible. Friends, mentors, and loved ones, thank you for all your encouragement. Graduates, you are now joining the ranks of thousands of Oregon Tech alumni who serve our global, regional, and local communities. You will be remembered for what you will all be doing to help bring us back to the normal world that now holds new promise and new hope. Only with your innovation and your leadership will we manage through and excel past this extraordinary time. As we close today's ceremony, all of us at Oregon Tech wish you well in the coming months and years. You are now alumni, not students any longer. This means that we may call on you to support the next generations of students, just as those before you have, with class presentations, job tips, networking help, and support to help our students stay in school and excel. Class of 2021, enjoy the rest of your celebration today. Thank you for being here with us for this very unique ceremony. And now, to close this commencement, here are some special messages from other Oregon Tech alumni. Welcome to the beginning of the next part of your life. Congratulations and go Owls!
Hi, class of 2021. My name is Roger Pattison. I'm from the class of 1991 in electronics engineering technology. I just wanted to congratulate you on this major accomplishment in your life and to welcome you to the Fellowship of the Alumni. Best of success this year and wish you all the best and go Owls.
Hi, this is Lorene Roy, class of 77, and congratulations, Owls.
Hi, I'm Erica Robinson, DMS class of 2005.
I'm Paul Robinson, class of 2006, IT. Congratulations, class of 2021.
We are looking forward to you guys joining our OIT alumni family and all the achievements that you'll bring to our communities. Go Owls!
Go Owls!
I'm John O'Connor from the class of 1975, and congratulations on all your hard work.
Hey, class of 2021. My name is Jesse Nielsen of class 2017. I graduated in electrical engineering, and I just want to say congratulations for getting through college and graduating this year. I'm proud of you guys. I want you to know that you are the new and upcoming teens and members of society that are going to take on the current challenges of the world today. You have the skills, you have the ability, you just got to keep working at it, do your networking, do your work, go out and give 120%. I know you can do it. You've already been doing it. Keep at it, keep going, go Owls.
So I'm Terry-Ann Stafford, class of 2007.
I'm Jesse Stafford, class of 2007. We wish you guys all the best in your graduation and hope you have great careers going forwards.
Go Owls!
Hi, this is Dennis Lively from the class of 65. All your hard work is worth it. You'll succeed.
Hi, I'm Kayla Kerner, class of 2016 from the Medical Laboratory Science program, and I'm very excited to welcome you to our alumni family. Go Owls!
This is Mike Brickley, CSET 1976, and my message is we'll see you June 4th, 2061 for your Golden Owl reunion.
My name is Travis Thomas. I graduated in 2019 and I have a degree in applied psychology. Welcome to the alumni family and Go Owls 2021.
This is Jim Blair from the class of 1970, electrical engineering. I'd like to congratulate you all and remind you that you made a great choice attending and completing your studies at Oregon Tech.
Hi, I'm Nicole, class of 2013.
And I'm Jason, class of 2011. Congratulations and go Owls.
Go Owls!
Hi, this is Gary Dennis from the class of 66 and 71. Congratulations on achieving your goals. This education is going to be your greatest asset going forward.
Hi, I'm Alex Nippen, class of 2007, CSET. Congratulations, guys. You did it. Nothing can hold you back. Go Owls!
Congratulations.
Congratulations to the class of 2021 from the University Development and Alumni Relations team. Your future is full of possibilities.
Your future is unlimited. Your future is full of moments in which you can choose to soar.
Your future is full of potential and excitement.
Your future is in your hands.
Your future is full of endless opportunities to stay connected to your alma mater. Once an owl, always an owl. Go Owls!